Hey, it's Ed Tyll on Twitter. Look, man, we all know Twitter is for the discontented of the world. I'm very discontented right now. I'm upset. I'm over here killing myself to do a completely unique radio show for 40 years. Now, if you want to know more about the backstory and the sensitive side, you can go to my Facebook. But I'm just going to cut to the chase, the David chase right here. The David chase is what I'm cutting to. He is going to make a movie with a young Tony Soprano, I have no doubt. Here's what's more important than that, and that's pretty big news on a Monday. Because Soprano Sunday, you know, the old syndrome. Boy, I had you doing a flashback. Look, it's my Twitter, and here's what's up. These people go, we love your show, but this one day, we didn't like it all what you did, so we're turning it off. I go, you don't understand. That's the whole thing about censorship, bruh. First Amendment, bruh. The flag on top of the post office down at the, military cuts both ways on this. You have military guys who are like, I'm inside the system and I'm going to change it. You have other guys in the military, it's like, I got you in my crosshairs. Boom. Whichever side you're on, I'm not political. I hate both sides. I'm here for citizens only. I am here for working class Americans. So if I offend you, you have to expect that to happen. Don't make it out like it. I can't believe I'm offended. So I'm tweeting this because if I was Facebooking it, I would tell you all the reasons why. What I'm doing here is I'm just cutting it into the smallest characters, 104. I would like to put in every day 138 with a couple of spare. Last night I'm watching House of Cards, and he goes, "How many characters are in in Twitter?" And she goes, 140. And he goes, how many characters? She goes, that's 118. What's next? He goes, hit send. I like a short tweet. All right, we're starting a radio station for a couple of reasons. Number one, corporate radio that I've been a part of for eons. As we celebrate our 40th anniversary, but we're starting a new station that's independent. No big company, corporation of anything is going to go town by town and care about people. We do. And I can put a station up for $5,000, and I'm gonna. So go to Indiegogo and find me on Indiegogo. Find me. Ed Tyll putting up WSBX. All right? So that's your tweet. Go there, and I'll tell you more later. All right, gotta run because we're on Twitter. Gotta fly. I'm on Twitter. I'm hanging on a branch. You know how it is. I'm branching out. Twitter. I'm a bluebird. God, you know what? I'm not. Am I saying? Did I say anything bad about Twitter? Don't start a fight with me about Twitter, and don't start any more trouble with me on military bases. I don't know any other host is going to go to the mat every time. Every time. We friends, we brothers on this. Sometimes the family has got to disagree. Do I need Benjamin Crump in here to explain that to you? No, I'm only kidding. He can't explain anything. I'm the great explainer. Notice how I said that to Joseph Ale last week. He comes on every week. He's a master of stress. This is a pretty long tweet. He comes on and he goes, Ed, I'm going to tell you about how to relieve stress. I go, Dracula, how are you? How you been? What are you, 500 going on 501 now? How old are you? I love 501 jeans. You got those now? I gave in. I finally have a pair of jeans, your button fly. It took 30 years for me to try the button fly. Button fly came out in the 80s, didn't it? I got them now. I wrote Guy Joseph Ale a note over the weekend. I said, you got to try these. He goes, Ed, I only use Sansa belt. If I only knew when I was a kid that Sansa belt meant no belt. Ed Tyll Show Artist and Showcase happens right here on Twitter. In the middle of a tweet, it's Artist and Showcase Rebirth Brass Band. Album is Move Your Body, something I tell my girlfriend every weekend I want to go dancing, and every weekend I just find myself naked in a hammock, and she goes, that was great. I swear, every weekend now I go, can we go dancing? She goes, yeah. Bill Cosby just dropped this off, and I drink a cocktail, and I have a Benadryl, and I'm left naked in the hammock, and there's a post-it on my private, and it says, it was great. And I go, what was great? I don't remember anything. I said, I'm just the opposite of these Cosby women. I want to know that I I was sexually abused. She goes, don't talk like that. The kids are in the other room. I said, it's just a joke, but you know, we're married 18 years. Can't I even know when I'm having sex? No. She goes, it's more exciting for me if you're completely unconscious. I go, we are so close. I always forget that. That is such amazing trust that you must have in me, that if I was unconscious, I would still deliver for you sexually. I didn't see that as a compliment when you first started. Now tell me where the booty at. Where the party at? The other day, she's like, do you want to do it in the afternoon? I said, I don't mind. Of course, I'm a guy. I'll have sex anytime, anywhere. I said, but the daytime is, you hear trucks going by. So she's like, no, be cool. We'll do it in the daytime. At Tyll Show, you kidding me? This is still the Twitter? This will be the longest tweet. This is 6,000 characters. Preamble. It is, yeah. It's still a tweet. All right. So, did I tell him about crowdfunding? Of course not. Because it's everybody wants you to everybody wants you to do everything at the same time. I used to enjoy monotasking. I loved it. To me, when I was a kid, and they let you monotask, take an exam. Monotasking, right? All geography. They go, now this morning you'll have your geography final. These finals will account for 75% of your grade. I love that. I'd be like, okay. So I can forget all the history, all the English, all the religion class, because I went to Catholic school. All of this I could forget. It was me and Jesus and the globe in my head. I just try to visualize Lake Titicaca. And then Jesus would say, don't start laughing now. We all know it's funny, but don't. I'd say, Jesus, I have to. He'd go, then no one would say, who are you talking to, Mr. Tyll? And of course, it's none. I'd say, sister, I was asking Jesus for help on this next paragraph. All right, well, keep it down. You must speak to the Lord in silence, Mr. Tyll. I would go, yes, sister. Horgan would go, what? What? I'll stab you. Right. Horgan was sitting 2 aisles away. Horgan sat 2 aisles away from me. He would go through the exam in no time. He would scratch out what he didn't know. He'd slash out stuff. He'd write FU on the exam. He would just go crazy. I would sit there and go, I got that. I don't know. I've twice, and tell me the tweet is still going on. This is still one long Twitter. They're going to shut the account. People are going to go, hey, 141 characters doesn't mean an hour and a half video. Mark Cuban says you're supposed to finish everything in 8 seconds. I go, well, the only thing I finish in 8 seconds is the one thing that nobody wants me to finish in 8 seconds. He goes, keep your personal life to yourself. I go, my whole show is my He goes, could you ever do one thing on these tweets? Shut up, Mark. Oh, now it's shut up Mark time, huh? Yeah, well, I don't work with people who are assholes. I'm out. Hey, Mark, I'm trying to clean up my... Yeah, you're trying to do everything. I got news for you. It's the rule of threes. Try to do one thing. That's the rule of threes? Yeah, the rule of three is if you're doing two, that's too much. And by the time you do three, you've wrecked it. Wow, that doesn't even sound like a rule. Shut up, I'm out. Kevin looks over and goes, so it comes down to me. I have no faith in your company, but I'll take $15 off of every $2 purchase as a royalty, because I shouldn't even be talking to you. But since I will lower myself to talk to you like the defecant pile that you are, you better get a disinfectant for that defecant. Really? Because I'm quite reluctant. Is this still a tweet? Lori falls off the chair. And you can't do a 45-minute tweet. People are dropping. Twitter is saying stop. Twitter has asked you to stop tweeting. Why? You can't, nobody wants to hear all. It's 141 characters, Ed. It's supposed to be like the Cat in the Hat, and that's that. So I flunked Twitter. Oh, Ed, you flunked Twitter. You've been banned from Twitter. You can't even be on Twitter. So we're an angry medium where everybody's angry. Also, so the military is having an argument because some people used to like me, used to love me, and now certain people are banning me on Patrick Air Force Base. Oops, I said it. Lori. Come on, Lori. You're not exactly Twiggy. You're not exactly walking around like Maggie Gyllenhaal in that Secretary movie with James Spader, you know. So just, you go easy on me there, Khloe Kardashian. Jeez. Oh, I'm still tweeting, guys. I'm tweeting. My account's been closed. Oh, look at that on the screen. I can't even. Nope. You know what it says on my screen? Don't you dare try to tweet that, asshole.